Hello everyone, thank you very much for being here to watch a new tutorial. I'm Elle with Elle Furniture, and in this week's project we are gonna blend shadow gray and rouge from Kacha, the new paint, the new chalk paint from Kacha. I'm gonna use it for this beautiful old desk. It has about 100 years, I think, around. The owner of the table decided that we should paint the legs, and on top to put to add a decoupage paper to make it more durable in time. But the legs were quite destroyed, as you can see, and so we decided to blend those two colors for a wow effect. The middle part, the one with the drawer, will stay as is. So I'm going with the first coat of my favorite primer, Zinsser. After I cleaned, of course, the piece, and after we made small reparations, we had to remove the veneer on top because it was really damaged and couldn't be saved. So I'm applying one coat of Zinsser also on the top and on the legs where we will paint. Let it dry for about 4 hours and then come with the second coat and apply it again. It's quite simple, as you can see. Just go and apply it everywhere. Make sure no dripping on the margins. It's important to not to have those. And after I applied the first coat of primer, I let dry, as I said. I came with the second coat, and this is already the next day, and I'm playing with rouge and shadow gray from Kacha. It's the second time when I'm using this paint, but the first time when I'm blending with it, and I must say that I felt in love with the paint. It's really well pigmented. As you can see, this is the second coat, and I already achieved a very beautiful solid color. It blends very well. The pigments are nice. They don't change the color. They mix very well. I really love it. I love blending with this paint. It's really a great pleasure. It stays wet for a long time, which makes it really playable. It doesn't become tacky. It's really, I would really recommend this paint for blending. Also the brush is quite good. It's also from Kacha. And while the legs are drying, I came and I'm coming and I'm watering down the margins of the decoupage paper. This is a paper from Woodubend. Because I want to have a seamless transition in between the papers, I come and I remove this small, very small margin of it, and I break the fibers. And so when I connect the papers, you will see later on, I can really put those fibers one into the other on the other one that I already glued a while ago. So I glue the paper, let it dry for about 2-3 hours, and then I'm coming with the new paper, and you will see that they connect like in a puzzle. I don't know how to explain. So here I am coming back with the watered glue. The glue really needs to be quite runny, so it will give you more time to play. If the glue is thick, then it will dry quicker. This is from my experience, at least. So you see how I'm connecting now like the puzzle. Those small fibers from the new paper go into the ones from the other paper, and so this way I am achieving like a very, very almost invisible transition between the decoupage papers. And then I'm coming with the same watered decoupage gel. Mod Podge is one of my favorites, but also others like the one from Prima works very well also on this kind of decoupage papers, not only on fibers. So I'm coming on small sections because I don't want to allow the gel or the glue to dry. So I'm coming in small sections, apply a little bit underneath, and then I'm coming with the same gel and I'm coming on top of it as well, and I remove all the bubbles and all the wrinkles that may appear. You will see, and you can see the process is quite simple. It's not nothing complicated, and these papers, even if are made from paper, they are quite flexible and durable in time. I was surprised. I have to recognize I didn't use decoupage papers on paper lately. I used the fiber ones, but this one is also quite flexible. I thought they will break more easily, but no, they have some small fibers inside them, and these fibers make this paper quite sturdy and durable. So it's really as you can see, it's really easy to apply it. A little bit more difficult when you connect the papers at the beginning, but then it goes like super easy, as you can see actually. So I'm applying also on top the same decoupage gel. You can apply 2 coats of decoupage gel, or even 3 if you want, or you can leave only this one dry and then come with a top coat, water-based. It depends on you, but also the glue works as a sealer as well. Being a desk, I ended up by using 2 coats of decoupage gel and 3 coats of water-based top coat. And in here I saw a wrinkle. As you can see, after quite like maybe 5 minutes, I could still take the paper off from the table and remove the wrinkle and glue it back. So it has good flexibility. And now this is the next day, and I'm gonna add this beautiful trim also from Woodubend. They are rigid when you unpack them, but once applying the heat, they will become flexible. You will see. So you see how it becomes really super flexible. Otherwise, if you try to open it while it's cold, it will break. So I'm connecting now because the other half I've done already, and so it's already warm, and now I'm adding the glue. I should use a brush, but I'm using my fingers. Don't do like me. And then I'm connecting the 2 pieces, and that will really become invisible once I'm painting it, and I will apply some silver and gold, and it will disappear completely. So I continue to apply it, also adding some heat from the hair dryer. I have to pay attention because the heat will reactivate the glue underneath the decoupage paper, so I have to be careful and avoid putting too much heat on the paper itself. It's been a little bit challenging, but it worked really well, and in small sections, because once it gets cold, it loses the flexibility. So this is the trick part. That's where I broke it a little bit, but not completely. So I noticed that I pushed too hard, and then I stopped. I started to reheat, adding the glue, spreading it with my finger instead of a brush. Don't do like me, please. And then applying heat. This will also help the glue dry faster, which is really a thing that you want. You want to have the glue dried as soon as possible. And that's it. It's super easy, really super easy. I think it took me like maybe half an hour to do all the table, which was it's not a small table. And here I'm showing you how I'm cutting it. Again, warming the Woodubend trim a little bit. Make sure that I will cut exactly where it connects with the other half. I take a sharp knife and cut it. And then if you make it a little bit too big, you can always use a sponge, an abrasive sponge, and make the margins even smoother. It was not my case. It worked really perfectly. I cut it where I needed. And then I wanted to create a little bit more drama to the legs. I liked the blend, but I felt like it needed something, and I said to myself, let's dry brush a little bit of rouge over this shadow gray and create more interest. I think make it look like a fire. That was my vision, and the customer liked it, so I went all over the legs, and where I had shadow I played a little bit of dry brush with the Rouge. As I said, these two paints are from Kacha. Also this small brush, it's also from Kacha. They are not natural bristles, they are artificial synthetic ones, but they really are like, they really look and behave like they are natural bristles. I love her brushes and the paint, of course. So I'm dry brushing, which means that I barely take paint on the brush, and I come and I feather the surface, like feathering, barely touching and barely having any paint on the brush. That's how I'm achieving this super smooth and delicate dry brush. Just here and there, not everywhere. And I still want, because I still want to have the depth underneath from the gray. And it looks nice, I like it. And then for more interest, the piece, I wanted to combine these pigments, a silver and a gold. I wanted to achieve something like a white silver, so I initially went for like half, but you will see that I add like maybe 2/3 of silver and 1/3 of gold, because I really wanted to have a muted gold, like, as I said, a white gold. So I'm mixing the powders. They are also from Woodubend, and also I'm using their infuser, which makes these powders, these pigments, really pop up once they are dry. It really gives a very beautiful shimmery when it's applied. You will see I'm in love with these powders. I love them. So I think this infuser is not like really like a top coat. It is a top coat, but I think it has something else extra, because I tried these pigments also with a regular top coat and they were not so shimmery. You can see here I'm still adding a little bit of silver. You will see I still add more. So that's why I said maybe 2/3 of silver versus 1 of gold, for a muted gold, like a pale, really pale gold. I liked it, but it was still too goldish. So some more. Yeah, so that's what I was telling about the infuser. I think it has something extra that really keeps these pigments super shiny. It's much better to mix the pigments with this infuser than with a regular top coat. This is my experience. And I'm coming now over the painted. I painted without filming. I painted the trim also with the Rouge. And now I'm coming with a small artist brush, and I'm feathering a little bit of this silver, gold silver, I don't know, white silver on the trim and on the margins of the decoupage. And of course I will add on the handle. It spreads super easily. It doesn't have to be protected with anything because it has top coat inside. So just apply it, let it dry, and it's good to go. One coat is more than enough for a good coverage, and I didn't feel like it needed more than one coat, one layer. Then I go on the trim. And meaty. And it's ready, and I absolutely love it. As you can see, I added some transfer, some gold transfer from Kacha also, where I connected the papers. I added some transfers, goldish. and it's ready and I love it. And if you like it too, let me know what you think about it. Thank you very much for watching and for being again here with me. And if you're watching this these days, it's a new year. Happy New Year 2025. Thank you for all your support. Goodbye. Thank you.